there people, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. I was privy to a conversation the other night. There was 4 of us in a room and all shall remain nameless. And one of my very good friends who's in his 60s and he's a white European, he says New Zealand is going to hell in a handbasket. And he talked about the almost total now Maorification of New Zealand and how they're changing the name of Christchurch City Council now to a Maori name. And you know, every single night on the news everything is in Maori. Everything starts in Maori, ends in Maori, towns and cities names. Christchurch, Wellington, Auckland, Dunedin, whatever. They're called Maori names now. And you go to hospitals, wards, you know, for all kinds of ailments. They're in Maori. I spoke much further. And he said, and I said, well, New Zealand is going towards a civil conflict. And he said, no, it's not going to happen. And my other friend says, well, what do you mean it's not going to happen? It has to happen. If they're going to keep doing this, and they're going to take the water, they're going to take the resources, because, well, it's been ordained by the United Nations. So New Zealand government are basically going to hand the whole this country over to Maori extremists because the United Nations have said so. And it's not even binding what the United Nations have said. But my friend in his 60s, he says that at some stage the Maori extremists of Maori Party, Maori caucus of all parties in Parliament, Maori elites if you like, the iwi, are going to tell the people of New Zealand that they're going to take all property, ownership of all property in New Zealand. And my other mate says, well, that's not going to happen because I've been brought up here, he says, and I know many a Maori who are on our side and they don't believe in what they're doing. And my friend says, he says, but you don't know what they're going to offer. This is the elites. This is your Raweri Waititi, your Debbie Packer, your JT, your Willie Jacksons, your iwi leaders, your Maori academics and universities. They're going to make them an offer of what he says, what he believes, is you help us if you've got Maori blood that runs through your veins and you become one of us, and we're going to take this country back by force. Now, this is an extreme minority. But basically, he says they are going to make themselves a very extreme and violent minority. And they are going to make an offer to the people who were like us, not thinking that way, and say, if you've got a bit of Maori blood, you join with us, take what's rightfully ours, i.e. this country, New Zealand, every square inch, and ownership of everything in it, and you can have a share in it. You can be rich too, just like us. We're just got to take all our land, all our resources, everything basically that the white man's built, take it all back and either keep all the white people in poverty or kick them out of the country, or any of them that don't have Maori blood, and we shall share the resources. Basically, he says, It's communism. This is pure and simple Marxist communist philosophy. But when they do it, and they do cross the floor if you like, and they become the enemy of, well, white Europeans, and they, by force, take away their properties using the police, using the military, using the gangs, and civilians with guns, because it can be done. It absolutely can be done, he said. And do you know what? He convinced me. Once you take it, we're going to divvy up all the booty, all the riches. But guess what? The catch is that when they do it, and they take everything, the elites will still be the elites, and the poor Maori, one or two might get riches, but the vast majority will still be poor. But that is the way he believes it's going to pan out in New Zealand, and there will be no uprising by Europeans because of the power and influence and money Maori have got right now. Is that they, the media and the governments, the predominantly white government, will support what Maori are doing via fear. And if you stand up to Maori, if you're a, I don't know, a farmer living in the Canterbury Highlands on 10,000 acres, a sheep station, and you want to take up arms, then good luck to you, because you're not going to win. Because the law will be, and the judiciary will be on the side of the extremists. Not only that, but the United Nations will too, and the WEF, and all these other world organisations will be on the side of elite Maori, saying it's righteous to give them back their country. So that made for a very, very interesting and heated conversation. But it convinced me. Okay, tell me what you think in the comments. This is Cross Rubicon. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Share this video everywhere. See you later.